Back when I was in middle school and high school, I wanted to look better, I wanted to look confident, but I just couldn't. I couldn't figure out what was the reason that my confidence was so low, why every time I wanted to walk in my closet and put on a nice outfit, it just wouldn't come out like everybody else that I saw on social media. I had no clue what looked good, what didn't look good. However, today I can definitely tell you that this is not how I feel at all. And of course, just like with anything, things do take time, and as you get older and as you experience more things, you are going to learn more things about yourself and what you like and what you don't like. But again, as a big brother that you never had, that's why I'm here to give you these 3 big style tips that I wish I knew back when I was in middle school and high school, so you don't make the same mistakes I did. Which is going to lead me to the first thing that we're going to be talking about, and quite honestly, of the 3 tips, this is definitely one of the biggest things that I definitely slept on back when I was in high school and middle school. I mean, even if we just think back to those times, or even if you're in those times right now, I know where I lived in Florida, there was a certain age you had to be in order to get a job. So for me, when I lived in Florida and I was in high school, money was very scarce. I didn't have that big of a budget to be buying all these grand items that I'm able to afford now. So the one biggest problem that I always ran into was when I would go to the mall with my friends, or I'd even go with my mom, I'd walk into a store like PacSun, Hollister, or American Eagle, stores like that. I would find a dope t-shirt. I remember back then graphic tees at PacSun used to be so big. I would walk in, I'd find this t-shirt, I'd try it on, and I'd be like, yeah, this is perfect. Next thing I know, I'm spending $50 on a t-shirt, and that's my whole bank account gone within a matter of seconds. Little did I know that that $50 t-shirt a couple months later would be at the bottom under my bed, tucked away, probably with rips, stains on it. Just basically it didn't exist in my life anymore, and I didn't wear it. The quality wasn't great, and I only got a few wears out of it for $50, which again is going to lead me to my first mistake that I made, was not investing in higher quality pieces. Especially nowadays in 2024, if you've been around the fashion industry or if you've just seen it on social media, there's this new term, quiet luxury, that is going around. Basically all quiet luxury is consisting of high quality pieces, no logos, no big branding. Now obviously if you're at that age in middle school, the early high school range, you're not going to have the budget for those types of brands. But on the flip side, there are a bunch of brands that you can invest in that are going to be high quality pieces just for a cheaper price. You see, every time I would walk into a store like PacSun, I would see that $50 label over a simple t-shirt, or even if I was shopping online and I would see something for $100, for example, like the $100 hoodie, I'd be intimidated, I'd be scared. I'm thinking to myself, why would I spend $100 on a hoodie for no reason? Little did I know you're actually paying that price because it's going to be a good quality item that's going to last you for a lot longer than if you were to buy a $15 hoodie off Shein or something like that. So if you've ever found a t-shirt that just doesn't really fit that well, it doesn't fit your body well, or you wish it would fit you a certain way, try investing in a higher quality piece. For example, I used to buy Hanes t-shirts and Goodfellow brand t-shirts all the time from Target. They were cheap, they were fast, they were easy to get, and you could pretty much wear them every day and then throw them in the laundry and they'd be perfectly fine, ready to go. But then after a couple months, they would start to lose their shape. The fabric wouldn't look as good as it did when you got it out of the package. And so I decided to find a better quality fitting t-shirt, and that's when I found a brand called Club Monaco, and I found their t-shirts. But in my opinion, it's worth it to me now because I know that t-shirt is going to last a long time, and at the same time it's going to make me look better when I'm out in public. So the first thing that I wish I knew when I was a teen when it comes to style is investing in higher quality pieces. This is going to lead me to my second tip, which is exploring new brands. This is one thing that I did not do when I was in high school. I always stuck to PacSun, Hollister, and H&M, and that was it. And now looking back on it, this was definitely a big regret of mine, because if I go in my closet right now, none of those clothes are going to be in there, which also relates to tip number 1. But I always caught myself buying the same things every single time, even from different stores. I would always find myself buying hoodies, joggers. Back then cuff joggers were really big, so I would always find myself wearing those. Skinny jeans, because those were really big when I was in middle school and high school. Just buying and wearing the same things every single day, and I would get stale and bored of it, but I wouldn't know what the problem was whenever I'd walk into my closet and I couldn't decide what to wear. I had no clue what was going on, what was the problem. And little did I know it's because I did no research. I didn't explore other brands and other types of clothing styles. For example, being from Florida, it's easy to go out in public and just wear a short sleeve shirt and shorts every single day. But now that I'm a little bit older, I'm in college, I've started to explore more, and one clothing style I've really been tapping into, I guess, is the old money style, or that quiet luxury style I was talking about earlier, which if you walk around campus at my age, nobody is wearing this type of clothing. Everybody's wearing the typical hoodies, sweatpants, joggers, running shoes, things of that nature. But on the other hand, quiet luxury is going to be tailored pants, good fitting t-shirts, long sleeve polos, and even for the shoes, wearing loafers, leather sneakers, or even my most recent pick pick up a pair of Golden Goose sneakers, which I really love. This is something that I'm tapping into and I'm really starting to like. I had no clue I would have loved it this much if I didn't actually explore into that niche and into that clothing style and actually try it and wear it out in public and see how it made me feel. See, back when you're in middle school and high school, everyone tends to wear the same things. I'm pretty sure nowadays it's gotten a little better, but everyone for the most part tends to wear the same thing, usually hoodies, sweatpants, and a pair of Air Force Ones, and they're just gonna call it a day. Let me just give you a nice hypothetical situation, I guess you would call it. What if you had to go out for a nice family dinner? For some reason y'all had a family reunion, you guys all decided to go as one big family to a nice restaurant. Maybe even some of the dads are wearing nice blazers or suits, and then you decide to walk into the restaurant wearing streetwear. You're wearing your baggy jeans, your baggy tee, some Air Force Ones. You're probably gonna look out of place. And hey, I'm not telling you what exactly you need to be wearing. Maybe you feel good in that, maybe you don't care. But again, if you wear that every single day and your outfits are getting stale, maybe it'll be good to try out something new. Maybe you go to this family dinner and you decide to wear something that's in the quiet luxury scene. Maybe a nice pair of chinos, a long sleeve polo, and just some white sneakers. Something different that's gonna make you stand out from your age and almost put you over the gap compared to all the other kids in your age group. I remember when I was a little kid, my parents would always try and get me to dress up, dress nice, wear polo, Ralph Lauren things, sweaters, button downs, and I absolutely hated it. And honestly, looking back at it now, kind of regret not keeping that up when I was in middle school and high school, because I think it would completely have elevated my style and would have made me stand out, would have made me look more attractive, and overall just would have boosted my confidence. As I said earlier in the video, back then cuff joggers, cuff jeans, or even those biker jeans, I'm not sure if you guys remember those were huge when I was in middle school and high school. I remember walking into PacSun wanting to spend $100 to $200 on a whole new selection of jeans, joggers, and especially the skinny ones. I don't know why those ever became a trend, and I always wanted to spend as much money as I could on all the popular trends that all my friends were wearing and all that. But again, kind of going back to tip number one and kind of using that for this tip, ended up wasting so much money. I have no clue where all those clothes went, and honestly, they're kind of just irrelevant in my life right now. And so this is why I say you should always experiment, always find your perfect style. Looking back on it, I'm now the biggest advocate to experiment with clothing, find different things that are out of your style, things that maybe you thought you'd never wear, maybe trying it out here and there, maybe trying it out for a day and see how it makes you feel, see if you like it, if you don't like it. Or else you're gonna end up falling into the trap that I did, which is following what all my friends did. I ended up wasting so much money, so much time and effort for absolutely no reason, when if I actually experimented and found my current style, I would have found something that would have made me more confident, something I actually enjoyed wearing every single day, and none of my outfits would have been stale, and my wallet would have been thanking me in the long run. Now, if you're looking for some good, high quality basics, some brands I would definitely recommend are, of course, the GOAT, Abercrombie & Fitch. I don't know what they did, but they just decided to have the biggest turnaround of 2016 back when I was in high school, and now they're pretty much the ultimate go-to spot for your basic pieces, such as joggers, jeans, t-shirts, and of course their most popular hoodie, the Essential Popover hoodie. And you kind of want to stand out just a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit. Some places that I would definitely recommend are going to be Massimo Dutti. They're pretty good with that quiet luxury type of style. And then the other brand that I recently just started buying from, and they have sales pretty much every single time I go into the app or on the website, and that brand is going to be called Mango. So if you're in high school or you're in middle school right now, or you're just a young person in general, take these things into account. Trust me, you'll thank me later. But another thing that can also help you level up is doing things that are actually going to help you glow up and make you look more attractive when you're out in public, because who doesn't want to be wearing a nice outfit and also look confident and attractive at the same time? So if you're interested in that, I have a video right here that you'd be interested in. With that being said, I'll see you in the next one.